What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. Again, taking a look at the playoff games from this weekend, upcoming wild card. You've got the Carolina Panthers going over to New Orleans to face the Saints, and two teams that have really had a lot of turmoil recently. You think back to Bountygate with the Saints. You think now with Jerry Richardson, the ownership of the Carolina Panthers in question, whether or not the team's going to actually be owned by him next year. It looks like it's going to have a different ownership, which could change everything. Also, two quarterbacks, in my opinion, don't get a lot of respect. I mean, I think Cam Newton, one of the greatest leaders as far as a quarterback in the NFL, and Drew Brees, I mean, here's a guy that constantly puts up big numbers, but in my opinion, nationally, doesn't get the credibility that a guy like Peyton Manning or Tom Brady always get. But two capable teams, two capable quarterbacks, and obviously what should be a very exciting game if Carolina can kind of let those off-the-field emotions stay out of the way. So also in a dome here, weather not going to be a factor one way or another. We'll go ahead and take a look. I know some people don't like simulating games this way, but this is always the way I've done it. I've never really had an experience that's poor with this, although sometimes the stats, I think it shows maybe just the issues with the game just don't work out the way they should. So it looks like Carolina is going to jump out to a 10-0 lead here and at least take that close to the half and then come out. So basically pulled a shutout until the second half. New Orleans gets on the board. Carolina extends a little bit with 9-point lead. Now New Orleans comes back. See if Carolina can mount a challenge, and they can't. So that's, pretty interesting. Carolina up big at the half and then blows the lead in the second half. Looking at the numbers here, both quarterbacks go for over 200. Brees, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Cam went 1 for 1. Rushing looks like a pretty good mix of running backs, which I like to see. Jonathan Stewart, Mark Ingram kind of lead the way. Receiving here, generally an issue with the drops. Looks like it holds through, but Greg Olsen, big game, 7-133. And then looks like, like Drew Brees, he did spread the ball around a pretty good bit. So actually, I think this is a pretty good simulation, one of the better I've seen. Want to know what you guys think. Appreciate you checking it out. Back very shortly with more commentary.